was the Velcro. In case you're watching. I attached this Ethernet cord. I'm not really sure if it's gonna help or not, but I attached this Ethernet cord. I'm not really sure if it's gonna help or not, but we'll see. It's the Monty Python intermission music.
Why do you feel the need to do that?
I don't know.
It's probably really hot.
Because it's fun. My hair's greasy.
Mm-hmm.
My hair's greasy. Didn't shower this morning. What time is it? 1:30? It's like 2:30.
No, it's like 1:30.
Well, but like effectively 2:30 from the schedule we were on yesterday. Because we got an hour. We fell back an hour.
Yeah, I can't talk about time right now.
Okay. We don't talk about time. I think Syracuse is on the rise, though.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It, no, wasn't there an Amazon... wasn't there an Amazon, building that almost came up here? Like a bunch of jobs Amazon almost created here? I thought that was a thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much about Ben Walsh, but I feel like him being a young guy is probably helpful. That's a little too general, but I feel like he's more... I don't want to say progressive because that's very political, but forward thinking.
Do you know what some of his things are?
I don't know a ton of his...
Stances or...
From everything... Yeah, making myself sound like an idiot now. I haven't studied his, like, what he does and everything. What he campaigns on. Or what he campaigned on, rather, and what he's been doing. But he seems like a more forward-thinking guy.
But when have you, like, seen a speech of his? Or when have you talked to him? Like, how
Just
do you
the
have
general
that opinion?
perception I've gotten from other people from talking to him. But, like, who were talking about him, I should say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the general vibe around him, I feel like, is more that way. Maybe it's just because he's a younger guy, and maybe I'm making that up in my head. Or maybe he's
Who have you talked to?
Republican as fuck. I don't even remember. Like I said, maybe it's just the idea I have of him in my head, but I don't know, like you said, I think the grid thing will be good.
Yeah, it's
And
going to be
bikes
great.
and shit.
Just more social infrastructure, from my understanding, so people will... It'll be way more pedestrian friendly.
Can you imagine living in
Green space.
like a good part of the city and biking to the market and shit
That would be incredible.
in Syracuse?
That'd be so cool.
It's possible. I don't know enough about the city to say where that would be.
There's already a bike share program here, and actually a coalition I'm on is working to get an adaptive bike share going.
I don't think I've seen the bikes. Have I? Maybe I have.
I don't know if you've been with me.
I'm not down there as much anymore. Coffee with cream in it is fucking incredible. It's so creamy and delicious. Delicious. Yeah, I could see living in more of a city. And relying... I wouldn't want to rely on public transit, but like having a bike or something, you know?
Biking.
I was listening to Edward Norton on Joe Rogan talk about biking. Because he has lived in LA. Or no. He lives in New York. I don't know if he's lived in LA, but he's biked around LA. He said it's way more dangerous. Because in New York, everything's like slow. Bumper to bumper traffic. Like, whereas in LA, it's still a clusterfuck, but it's faster. So it's actually more fucked up in LA. He was saying. And they got talking about people on their phones and shit. But yeah, that was one of the points. Like in New York, you can't be on your phone. You don't have time. But I don't know.
I don't know if I would want to bike in the city. The whole idea freaks me out.
Yeah, I suppose if it's a city like LA, you wouldn't want to. Although I have no context on LA, so I shouldn't say. But I think it would be cool to have a bike and rely more on that.
If we move towards the university, we'd be able to bike or walk to a co-op, a vegetable food co-op.
Mm-hmm.
And I could bike to work.
Are you talking in Syracuse or somewhere else?
By the university.
So in Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
In the winter though?
I'd walk.
Yeah.
This place I'm thinking of, I would never move there now because it's very expensive and a lot of professors live over there. But it's like 2 blocks from campus. It'd probably be a 5-minute walk to my building. It's nice. Really nice. Like the houses are multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Lovely. Like the area we were in when we were on our way to Binghamton. You showed me.
Mm-hmm.
Professors live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, actually. With the huge houses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But students can rent over there. There's a couple of rental properties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my professor was...
Complaining about them?
Yeah, trying to convince me to, like, move there. I was like, there's no way I'm going to live next to you. You're my coworker.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry. A bunch of CPR staff over there. Or, I'm sorry, faculty over there.
See, I feel like if I did that, I'd want to be somewhere where the weather is more mild all year.
Mm-hmm.
I would not want to do biking shit through the snow. Like, what if we had one car?
Oh, yeah, I could fuck with that. Yeah.
I think that'd be good, too. I'd have to have less meetings in person.
Could you have Zoom? Zoom or Skype?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I had clients outside of Syracuse, then more clients outside of Syracuse.
Oh, I see.
Wouldn't be a factor.
How big is Philly?
I don't know. Let's see.
When I told Megan that we wanted to move to Philly, like initially, because I was looking at this program, I was like, yeah, like I wish that this program was out west or somewhere Andrew and I would more want to live. And she said that her and Eric almost lived in Philly and almost put it on one of their itineraries for a domestic trip they took.
Really?
She couldn't stop raving about it. She said it's a really, really cool place, obviously with a lot of history. But that apparently it's good. I don't
This is 1.5 million.
know. People?
Mm-hmm. That's way more than I expected.
Me too.
That's a real city.
What's Rochester?
I think like 200,000.
Oh, wow.
250 maybe? $206.
Can you search the distance of UPenn and the city of Philadelphia? Or just give me a map?
Yeah. Well, let me see here. Something in my teeth. Check it out. I don't exactly see where Philadelphia is. I gotta imagine it's just this. Right?
Let me see.
Yeah, so it's literally right there. It's in Philadelphia. It's not sort of next to Philadelphia. It's in the middle of fucking Philadelphia. Love that flower book.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know how urban the campus would be.
That's true. We should visit. I know nothing about Philadelphia. I've been there for hockey tournaments, but I don't have any recollection really. It's like I've been there, but I haven't really been there. It's like a fake I've been there, you know?
I don't know about
It's very fake.
Oh no, I have, because Villanova is near Philly, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cause wasn't your brother down there?
I was wondering. So I've been to Philly, but also.
Oh, he wasn't. Duh, he wasn't in school when we met him in the city though.
No, he was working there.
But not near Villanova.
No, he was working in the city.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we should visit. You wanna go soon?
I would love to go.
Too bad we're going to DC. Too bad. We have 20 months to go. Check it out. We could check it out multiple times. In 20 months, you know?
God, this is not even real.
No, 20 months is very real.
Beautiful.
Philadelphia pictures? UPenn pictures?
Mm-hmm. The university is so big.
How old is Martin Seligman? Is he still gonna be teaching there by the time you go?
Probably. I have no idea.
Is that what you do when you're a professor? You teach till you croak?
Hmm?
Is that what you do when you're a legit professor? You teach until you're out?
I would say you can do whatever you want. You can become an emeritus faculty member.
You're so dedicated to your research that you never stop researching.
It's like a distinction.
It's actually cool.
Like
It's
you still
truly
get-
devoting
you
your
still
life
get
to a
an
thing.
office.
No matter how old you get?
Mhm.
But like if you retire, you retire. It's not like they fucking keep an office for you.
No, yeah. You're still like doing some research or like bopping around and doing whatever you want and you get your own office. There's a guy, he's the nicest guy. He's an emeritus professor, has an office. It is now being moved to a different floor of the building because we hired a lot of faculty, but he still gets an office.
So he's... But you could retire from being an emeritus professor, correct?
I think you always have the distinction, but you can like give up your office and like retire. Yes.
Okay. If you give up your office, can you raise your hand and say, hey? Can I have an office again?
No.
Oh, really? Once you're off the teat, you're off?
Pretty sure.
Interesting. That's cool. I like that the internet makes it so that people can do that in many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode 4. What if I have 500 episodes? What if I have 100 episodes on this podcast? That'd be cool.
You probably have more than that.
Yeah. Well, I would like to. I would like to keep doing this. I enjoy this. But what was I about to say? I don't know. It's just hard for me to fathom having 100 episodes under my belt right now.
Mm-hmm.
Doing this for the 4th time. Although I'm glad everything finally got figured out there. The camera, I don't believe, has been getting hot.
Good.
Should check it.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to stay right there. It's a little warm.
How long have we been going for?
Not like it was with the video, though. We've been going for 17 minutes. Hasn't been that long. 16 and a half minutes. Wow.
You're gonna live in Philly.
You better get into UPenn, dear. You better do it. Are you confident you can do it? Where are you at? I don't really ask. I haven't asked you that before. I don't
really
think.
know, to be honest. I think I have a shot.
So give me 2 percentages. Sum total of 100.
I mean, it depends on how well I do on the GRE. I have the grade.
Are you gonna study for the GRE?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
When are you gonna take it?
If I had to guess, I'd say next spring for the first time.
How much does it cost?
Or maybe next winter. This winter. I didn't look at the prices.
Give me an estimate.
I have no idea. It depends on if I buy books to review, if I go to courses. I don't know how much the exam is.
Does the GRE cost $50 or does it cost $500?
$500.
Oh, okay. I'm sure there's plenty of studying you can do online, correct?
I don't know.
Is the GRE like an IQ test?
It's like the SAT for graduate school.
Isn't the SAT like an IQ test, though?
I didn't think so. I'm not sure.
They're similar depending on the IQ test you take, but the GRE, especially in its latest incarnation, tests your ability to work with words in context, take apart dense reading passages, and work with math skills most of us learn in the first few years of high school.
I don't want to do that.
It sounds like the SAT. Sounds just like the SAT.
Dear, I just said it's the SAT for graduate school.
I know you did. You could have meant multiple things like that, I bet. Such as, it's the qualifying test, not like it's the same context. I wanted to know, man. There's got to be a ton of study materials online, though, right? We should take IQ tests and start playing that game.
I literally forgot I had it.
What the fuck is that game called?
Duel and Back.
Duel and Back. I was getting pretty good at it.
When'd you stop?
Like a week ago when I said we should take our IQ tests and then do it and see how it goes, like before and after kind of thing. So I stopped. But I think we should do it. I don't even know how long an IQ test takes. Do you? Or what it entails? How long it is? I'm guessing it's like a strength test, like 30 minutes or so.
I have no idea.
I think you'll get in. I think doing cap will be huge. And if you get a recommendation letter from Amelia, I think that'd be huge. What do you think?
It's crazy to think about. It's one of
In
those
20 months.
It's one of those things that I've thought about for a long time, but I've never really, like, one of those, like, oh, I know, like, the same, like, fantasy as being debt-free, or, like, one of those, like, oh, that would be great.
Far out things.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Hard to imagine having 100.
Oh, you're so nice.
That was great. It's the true you. Far out, like, not being able to fathom having 100 podcast episodes under your belt. It's still real though. Just the same. It's still real if you make it real.
Oh.
I think you can make it real.
I think the lab's gonna be huge.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited to move.
I'm really excited to move.
It's gonna be cool.
I'm really excited.
I want to get the SU football kicker on my podcast. That means I got 20 months to do it. That's what that means.
Why do you keep laughing after you say that?
Because I think it's fun.
You think it's funny?
I think it's fun.
Why?
It's like the same reason you think countdown clock to Christmas is fun. What do you mean why? Get the hell out of here. You know exactly why.
I wouldn't call it fun.
Okay, what would you call it? Tell me why I keep laughing after I say 20 months, please. Tell me. Why do you think Christmas is countdown's fun?
Because you're looking forward to the day.
Yeah. Aren't you looking forward to it?
Yeah. It's gonna be weird though. I'm very ready. I feel very ready. But it's still gonna be weird.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be weird. It's definitely gonna be weird. I can't wait to explore a new space though.
Imagine like going for a run.
A space that's literally 10 times the size of Syracuse. Syracuse is like 150, right?
Mhm.
No, not even. Syracuse is 56.
1,000? No,
Yeah.
It's over 100,000.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I've lived here my whole life.
The city of Syracuse or the surrounding area?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't remember.
one's 56 and one's like 450, 500. Just FYI. The population of Syracuse is 143. Was I thinking 156?
Yeah. I've lived here my whole life.
I was wrong.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really care.
You don't look very amused.
I just knew I was right. I didn't want to argue with you.
Okay, so literally 10 times. It's wild.
But we don't do a lot of exploring here, though. Like, there are things that
I agree.
we could explore and do that we don't. So what do you think is going to change in Philly?
Oh, I just think it's going to be new and exciting. Not to say there aren't new and exciting things in Syracuse, like you said, we just don't explore much. I guess I'm equally as excited for the like position I have in my head of us when we're leaving.
For Philly.
Yeah. Like having another 20 months under our belt, I think is exciting. Think about it. We haven't even been in this apartment for a year.
I know.
That's crazy.
I like this
I feel like we've lived a long time in this apartment.
Judging by some of the days we've had here, yeah. I could say that.
Little turbulence on this ride.
Turbulence. Exploration.
It's good though.
Yeah. I like it here.
Mm. I heard you listen to that Snowden clip. I think just moving is going to be another opportunity for growth. That's probably the best way I could put it. That's why I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Grad school is going to be an opportunity for growth for me, just...
Like, we're going to be so much more alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just the two of us. I feel like it's going to force us out of our comfort zone in a social manner that way. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping so. I think we should join in a adult volleyball league.
I've been pushing you on the yoga thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather join a pitch league. Honestly.
Oh, shit.
Fucking pitch league.
I know. Oh, dude, I forgot. We
Um,
never looked into the Elks Club.
What's that?
We never looked into the Elks Club.
No, we didn't. Pitch league would be sweet though.
Mm-hmm.
Something active would be good too, I suppose.
Well, we could go to the gym.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one. I go back and forth with that. Going to the gym.
Now versus later?
Mm-hmm. Whether I feel like I earned it or not.
You're the one who told me that you don't think you should have to earn your wellness.
Mm-hmm. And then my argument to that being...
That you do push-ups and yoga.
And squats. I've been doing V-sits. Trying to work on my abs. Yoga in the morning. Not this past week, but... Decent amount of yoga in the morning.
I think you should wait to go back to the gym.
You think I should wait?
Yeah.
Gotta earn it. Gotta earn your shit. Did I show you that Goggins video? Him working out, doing the incline bench.
No.
He's like, I gotta show you. Gotta show you. I think it was on... Who's the bow hunter guy? Cameron Haynes.
Wow.
You fucking nailed that, dear.
I know.
He was on Cam Haynes' Instagram. Working out. This video. Ready? It's one section of this video. It's only a minute long though. I guess they got together and did archery and like did a 30-mile run or some shit and went to the gym. Fucking animals.
It's just a constant. It's like a force. When you got two people like him and me, and we live near each other, it's this evil demon back there saying, "You gotta break that motherfucker."
So at 35, you want to split that 30 and 40. That's all looking good.
We definitely take this serious. We honor the animal. We leave.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
They're so intense.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. I think I told you I was watching this one video somewhere. He's running uphill and just like talking, like you can hear him breathing, but he's talking quite easily. It's like concerning for my health. I don't remember where I was, but fucking animal. Animale. Anyway, we were talking about the gym. I think I shared it too. I've been running more the past couple weeks.
I also think you need to do the exercises that you're supposed to do, though.
What do you mean?
Like, you should be getting up and doing yoga.
Yeah, no. I'm not giving myself an excuse. I need to be doing that. Even just 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no pressure on the weekend. I've been very all or nothing about that. I feel like. Less recently, but in the past. Need to just give in a little bit. And build. I do that a lot.
No kidding.
I'm intense, but I'm not David Goggins or Cam Hanes.
Nor should you be.
And honestly, I don't think I'm that intense. I think it's just comparative. Subjective.
No, you're very all or nothing. That's a good way to put it.
About some things.
Not most things.
That's fair. Well, I don't want to half-ass a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. It's perfectly fine. It's just who you are.
Yeah.
You also put your
Well, it just gives me cognitive dissonance when I don't perform. You know? Like yoga in the morning this past week.
I mean... Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Not
Yeah.
living up to standards.
Well...
But, like, in terms of doing this podcast, like I said, I was going to do it. And I was going to figure it out. And here I am figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good part of it. Like, we were watching that TED Talk about creative people. That they just get more at bats. And they just, like, actually do it.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling you about motion versus action. Motion be contemplating on things, talking about things, thinking about things, and action being like ordering equipment, buying a table off Craigslist, getting a camera, doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think you have to have action. You can't just have motion, otherwise you're just gonna be
Driving yourself crazy your whole life.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
There's one quote in the movie Inception. I want to find it.
It's a great movie.
I thought you said you never watched Inception.
I've seen Inception.
Oh.
Do you know who you're talking to? I think that shit's wild.
What's that?
I think that shit's wild.
Yeah, it's a cool movie, but the thing he says about growing to be an old man waiting to die alone.
I don't remember.
You go on, remember.
Oh, yes. I know the scene.
Yeah, I think it's this. Is this the first scene or the last scene? It's a very similar. Oh no, it's the last one. Eating his porridge. I've seen this before.
I know what this is. I've seen one before. Many, many years ago.
Oh, you know, he got stuck down farther in a dream and the time thing fucked him up, right?
When I met in half remember to
think that's what it was. I don't even know what he's saying right there. Oh yeah, that was like the climax of the whole thing. That's so fucking insane.
Wait. So what, that first scene was a dream?
Oh yeah, that was. I think that was the deepest dream they ever got into in the entire thing. Or, oh, I don't remember. But
I don't remember either. I haven't seen that movie in years.
I haven't seen the movie in years either.
What was the quote?
Becoming an old man, waiting to die alone. Filled with regret, waiting to die alone. Filled with regret. That's what I was talking about. I don't know, it made me think of it.
Okay, no.
Made me think of
No, that seems just really intense.
it. It is really intense.
You're like, oh yeah, regret.
Yeah, regret that thing. So you have to take action on things. Otherwise, the motion just breeds regret.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't pan out. The originals. I thought that was an interesting way to phrase things. 'Cause a lot of things aren't original that I feel like are great like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking before about how ideas aren't really original anymore in a lot of ways. But your rendition on them is.
Mm-hmm. Or how the concept of creativity is forming a new idea or concept with original ones. But like you're not thinking of things yourself, you're evolving ideas that have already been shared.
It's been a huge source of imposter syndrome for me in the past.
Me too.
I think that's why you gotta build a website, dude. And start writing and shit.
As I start looking up GoDaddy.com.
Like I said the other day, even if you just publish it to your fucking Google Drive and you don't even put it anywhere, you should write.
This is MaryCatherine.com. It's taken. It wasn't taken last time I checked.
Really?
Yeah. It was $400.
Damn. Go to it, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Do what you gotta do. .org is a good move.
It's taken.
Motherfucker. Do you know if the .org was taken before too?
I don't know.
MaryCatherine.org. Sounds cool.
It's taken. Doesn't matter. Do you think it's worth giving them $70 for them to contact the current owner?
I think you'd be better off searching Google for if that's worth it than asking me, to be quite honest. There's nothing on MaryCatherine.com, and web page is parked for free on GoDaddy.com for MaryCatherine.org.
What does parked for free mean?
They haven't done anything with it or set it up yet. It's just sitting there. Yeah, MaryCatherine.org, nothing's coming out.
I don't know if it's a good move to do MaryCatherine.org because I don't go by Mary Catherine.
What do you
I
go
think it's
by?
kind of baller, but at the same time, I don't go by Mary Catherine.
What do you go by?
Mary Kate.
Well, then I think you should do that.
Well, MaryKate.org is taken too.
I don't think the domain name's really important. I think it's important you just write, honestly.
This is weird.
Yeah, you can find some weird stuff when you're looking for domains. Be careful.
Classic films. It's like a...
Yeah, that's... I think Time Warner just loads that when people search things that aren't hooked up or whatever. What great terminology that just was. Stuff's not hooked up, they show that stuff.
crcindustries.com
What is that?
came up when I searched MaryKate.com. Looks like Mary Kate's the name of one of their products.
Or it could be like a CEO or something as well. Oh, brand Mary Kate. Interesting.
Acquired by CRC in 2001, Mary Kate provides a complete line of premier cleaners, waxes, soaps, and specialty appearance and boat care products, including on and off the marine industry's #1 product for hull cleaning.
Hall cleaning?
That's me.
It's like a competitor of Chad. That's funny. They might have soap, but they don't have Dr. Squatch. How good were those commercials?
Look, it says Mary Kate at the top.
It does say Mary Kate at the top.
That's so weird.
Didn't know you owned a soap company, dear. How do you get into the soap business? That seems silly. I've thought about that. Like how you get into very industrialized organizations or like as a business. So
Like creating your own brand of soap.
yeah, like how do people get into commercial soap?
I don't know.
Like how do
That's
people get into producing the rubber things that go in urinals so that your piss doesn't splash everywhere? There's you know what I'm talking about?
So your piss doesn't splash everywhere?
Yeah, sometimes there's a little space in it for the little disc that sense everything that degrades, the blue discs. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. You
Dude,
throw them in your toilet?
I gotta show you a picture of a urinal.
Oh, a urinal. Yes, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yes. So the rubber things that sometimes they have compartments for those little tablets, but more of them have been instead of just a flat thing like 3-dimensional recently that I've seen, and one of them goes up the side of the urinal itself. So like even if you're peeing straight against the urinal and not down, like you're still hitting this thing, and it's got these like spikes in it that are supposed to absorb the splash that's
Show me a
coming.
picture.
It's called Splash Hog.
Splash what?
Splash Hog. This is what it looks like. Oh, shit. This is what it looks like. So it goes up the side of the urinal. Or the back of the urinal, rather.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I was confused.
But, like, how do you get into that business of producing those fucking things?
You have to think of the idea and patent it, and then go from there.
Yeah, but there's so much infrastructure that's built around that. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much to set up. Like, if you were to just... Let me give you a different example. If you were to just get into the... what's a good business? Like, construction or something like that. If you were to just get into... Or, like, steel fabrication. Like, all the machinery and all the shit that's required to do that... Or like what my dad does. Those paper mills. Like, all the machinery and all the stuff that is required to do that is ridiculous. Like, if you wanted to enter that space, you'd have to be somebody already in that space. Like, you couldn't just start a fucking paper mill that produces millions of pounds of paper every month. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So
It's just interesting to think about. You have to be a pissed off VP at one of the existing companies who leaves and has a shitload of money to invest with vendors he already knows. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Versus like just getting into that. It'd be crazy. Maybe that made no sense, but there's a lot of startup costs, I guess is what I'm saying. It's very interesting. So I think it's cool that that company came up with like a new thing in such a stale market
Mm-hmm.
where everything's the same. They innovated. And if they market right, they'll be successful because of it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's interesting. I've been rambling a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
You like it?
Sure.
Yeah? It's interesting. I'm interesting. So funny. Aren't I being funny?
Hilarious.
What do you think?
I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah? I want some popcorn. I wonder if that heart's thawed.
Do you want to stop this?
Hmm?
Do you want to stop this?
We can.
How long has it been?
It's been 48 minutes. What are you hungry for?
Okay. I don't think anyone else does either.
That's fair. I was just curious.
I'm suggesting that you stop this. That's what that meant.
Yes, dear.